Loud, it's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Tyler Lockett now with a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson, flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards, 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out there. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Lockett the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They run it with Carson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Gerald Everett There to make the grab. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Lockett the return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And
just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. This is Carson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Carson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point up and through by Myers. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now Pollard. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the interception, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run it and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone.
Touchdown! It's caught at the 1. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for Cowboys. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As this old wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again, Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. .35 yards that time on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Pollard to return from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pickup.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Prescott now from the 50. That one complete to Elliott. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. To the air again, Prescott rolling to his right. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
They go play action now. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard, where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott from the gun. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Lockett the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Going for it all. This is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Running right through him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Off the play fake, Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll throw again. Prescott. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. Touchdown.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Block at the return.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Myers for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Seahawks 38.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we...
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Play action. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Terrell Basham. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Lockett the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
I'm going back to you. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Tackles.
Wilson. And he will go down. a Cowboys sack. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They go play action with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Tanner Muse with it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point up and through by Myers.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.